Hello there everyone, this is your friendly intergalactic slash digital physical border breaking vacuum cleaner salesman guy Herb here with another episode of Dyson Sphere Program, second launch. I want to keep trying to integrate that, but then it's just like I faltered as soon as I started trying to do so. But yeah, this is Mark 3, welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. Yes. And as you can see, there's been a few upgrades since last time, mainly in the form of getting... I think the entire factory right now is now running on green belts, which has upped throughput quite significantly. And I've expanded my refining arrays, I've expanded some of my production arrays over here, and I've also expanded mining facilities as well to some of these small ore deposits that are scattered around the place, just to tap in and get a better flow, because I wasn't mining fast enough to feed the green belts. But this episode the plan is to make that a whole lot worse. I can't wait, because this is the beginning. It begins again for the again times 15 or something. Yeah, we're going to start off with a little bit of quick building. I'm not really going to skip it this time because I figured I attached that onto the end of last time just to see. No one's really commented, and I figure, like, you know, it's we need to do some stuff to get that sorted out, but what we need is blue belts, and then that's the best belt we can get, and honestly we should carry that without bothering to carry any of the rest of it. For that we need green belts, we need supermagnetic rings, and we need graphene. So we've got some assembly to do. Oh wait, I should check how much I've actually got on me, shouldn't I? I have got about 500 green belts on me. Yeah, that's how far I've wound it forward, of just getting a ton of green belts in stock. I've also been producing some facilities as well ready, so we're all set to just get this all laid out. So, first up, magnetic rings. Down here we go. Magnetic rings require these guys, if I recall. Let's see, yeah. Plain old magnets, graphene, and the electromagnet turbines. We don't have a magnets rings. Actually, wait, what are you called? Magnetic coils. You are just magnets. Yeah, we just need the base magnets. This is one of these odd little things that happens. Like, we've not needed magnets for a while, and then suddenly it's like, hey, guess what? You need magnets. And it's like, really? Why do we need magnets? Also, are we having an ore shortage right now? Oh wait, it's because I prioritized it into that, so I'll just stop it from doing that. Oh, apparently I can't. Never mind. Well, we've got more demand for iron plate than we do for rings anyway, so I'll just prioritize that. So that'll be fine. And I think I'll just peel off another splitway for that anyway. I mean, we've got a spare lower level slot, so it's not a big issue. Let's just grab that, and it runs straight out this way. And yes, I've also been investing in the research to get a whole bunch of upgrades as well, so our drones are way more capable than they used to be. And it is awesome. I'll be the first to admit. So, we want one there, one there, one there. We're still only on tier 1s, though we have unlocked tier 2 factories as well. We need graphene and quantum chips, which is something we are not yet making to get to that. So that's quite easy. And then I'll just pop that there. There we go, mag rings, all set. I need to drop in here really quick to get a splitter. Nice and easy. And of course, as you can see here, graphene. I built a line down here just in preparation because I knew I was going to need that. So, let's get another link into here. Drop that down to there. And then we've got that line we were already bringing across, so we'll bring that down. It's got to go past the dreaded crossing line. What a horrible thing that is. Oh well. And there we go. Ta-da! We are now beginning production of these guys, which I've already forgotten the name of. Supermagnetic ring. We need this for a few of the higher end stuff. Well, I guess we're still in the mid tier technically. Such is the scope of Dyson Sphere program. It kind of, even high end stuff like this is still mid tier because then it jumps to a different transportation system in the form of the interplanetary and planetary logistics networks. So you know, as far as conveyors go, we're a step forward. So I'm just going to go ahead and expand and plumb the rest of this in from now. Let's do the important thing, which is, of course, pave the planet. There we go. Now the world knows this section is mine. Ha! Oh well. Moving on. Let's get this thing connected and expanded, and then we'll get the other material we need for this particular project. Okay. I've already mentioned how amazing the drones get as you upgrade them, and the thing is, technically I'm only halfway upgraded with these things too. 2,500. I guess that's enough landfill. But yeah, look at them fly. Off they go, just laying out what I told them to do. With a minimum of force. I mean, just look at all that. Amazing. Anyway, right. Next product is we need to get access to graphene, which is this stuff. This stuff is made by fusing energetic graphite and sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid itself is produced from refined oil, water, and stone. So we've got all the needed materials already rigged up and ready to roll, including a new water pump. Over here I have also kind of rigged this so there is an excess output. I left it on neutral just while it was emptying out some storage here, but I'm going to tell it now. Your priority is the lower output. So that way it'll fill this first, and this will go out to any industrial uses, and then this goes into an excess burn-off, which just dumps into some power generators. So it's one way you can try to keep things flowing, at least a little bit. But yeah, look at all that. Lovely. And if need be, I can just slap another storage tank on there, you know, because the liquid storage tanks are absolutely huge. Right. Anyway, moving on. Let us begin. Let us begin. Times 16. Right. Okay. So I plan to use this part here for this. So that's why I grabbed a whole bunch of landfills. I'm actually working out in the ocean now. Let's go ahead and do this. We require the chemical plants. We need 3 inputs to produce sulfuric acid. So let's make this, I guess, like that. There we go. Oh, yep. Milestone for putting down a chemical plant. Quick and easy. I'm going to tell you, you are making sulfuric acid. And there was also, actually, hang on. There's also plastic, which is made from 2 of the other materials I'm bringing in. I might as well get plastic production sorted out at the same time. But yeah, sulfuric acid is the thing that you're going to be working on here. I'll also provide you with a storage tank as well, because I am just nice and friendly like that. There we go. Just to help balance outputs and things. Though actually that means I'm going to move you. What can I say? Sometimes you just need to muck around a little bit. Yep, that'll be fine. I'm going to set you down here, like I said. But I'm going to need to just move this onwards a little bit. And then output just goes like that, down and into there. Actually, no, that doesn't look as neat, does it? Let's just move the storage over a little bit. That'll do. Perfect. There we go. Okay, problem has been solved. Also, these things have an oddity, as in there's actually a corner. Ah, there it is, where you can actually put a power pole right next to it, like that. Just a little bit odd, but it's something you can do with it. Alright, let's get these things hooked up, which is U3. Let's do it like that. I'm going to need to peel off refined oil, aren't I, for plastic? Plastic? Plastic, 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 that's plastic. Refined oil, yeah, I'm going to have to peel off refined oil. Actually, that's easy enough to do. I can just throw one of these in here, can't I? And that'll give me an appropriate bleed off. Okay. Have I mentioned how much I really like those thin splitters? They are so useful. There we go. Right, okay, that's all that. Next row is we need to be producing, of course, the next material on our list, which is the graphite, of course. So same dealio. This one has 2 inputs, so 1, 2. I like to leave a little gap like that, so that goes there. You produce graphite, which goes into a conventional storage box, which will go like there. Oh, I've misspaced it, haven't I? Yes, I have, ever so slightly. I'm sorry, this is me being a little bit pedantic. This is why I was cutting that out. 1, 2, 1, like that, like that, and that. Yeah, that'll do fine. Okay, right, good, good, got it. Graphite line comes in, lines up, that goes there. Wait, what was the other thing I needed for plastic? Was it graphite? It was. Okay, right. So I need to actually get a split onto you as well. Good thing I caught that before I actually let the line bleed through. Like that. Quick and easy. You're now in. You need a power pole as well, and of course the sorters. But that's all okay because you are now basically set. Like so. And of course, while we're here, we wouldn't be doing this justice if we didn't actually just say, hell with it. We're doing a factory game, let's produce another advanced material in the form of plastic. So let's go ahead and just slap that into the side of this as well. Plastic. Yep. Storage box. Yep. Just goes like that. We don't need plastic just yet, but we will be needing it shortly, so might as well get it while we're at it. So, bish bash bosh. And of course we need all our sources and things as well. So power, sorter, there we go, and just need to bleed off these lines here. Ta-da! And hook you up, of course. There we go. Right, so that just needs a little bit moment. It also needs expansion because we're not going to leave it quite like that. I mean, I did build like there's another 12 chemical plants still waiting to be used, so we've got room to do more stuff. I built this out here just because there's like it gets away from the tangles going on here, so a lot more space over here. And of course, the plan is expand it, just like I will over here right now, because I expanded my turbine production, and I've put in the necessary bits for expanding the super magnetic thingamajiggers, like so. Look at them go. Upgraded drones, you serve me well. Haha. Perfect. And that, of course, will keep supply going admirably. Now I just need to do that over here too. And so it begins! Times... I'm going to say 17, though of course that's entirely arbitrary because I've not been keeping count. Times 47! Oh, that's ridiculously high, never mind. I don't know. Now we just need to follow the belt. As you can see, I've expanded that layer as well, and in that time the initial storage has filled up, so we've actually got finished graphene flowing down the line. We're following this all the way here to my little production sites, where it's funneling along quite nicely into level 3 belts. Oh, most excellent! And of course we're already way above what we're actually needing so far, because this is only a single assembler. It's doing its best, bless it, but it's going to take it a while to churn through a whole load of belts. Actually, you know what, while I'm here, I might as well, mightn't I? Yes, go big or go home. I don't know who that quote is from, but it applies. It applies. Let's accelerate the process. Just because we can. Ta-da! And there's another one going. Look at the inflow. We're already approaching 300 level 3 belts. Haha! Oh, it is glorious indeed. And of course, this is one. That's why one of the reasons I was saying, like, it begins, because this ideally, I think, should be one of your early, like, go-to kind of things, like, get to this as soon as possible. Get tier 3 belts. Because, honestly, as far as belts go, you won't ever get better, and it's available relatively quickly. You can automate this stuff way faster than I have here, because I've just built it for mass scaling. But if you just slap machines down, you can get these belts inside like an hour or so, most likely. Anyway, let's see. Upgrade to maximum. Entire belt. Accelerate. Yes. Now the problem is, of course, now we've got to go around the entire factory upgrading all the belts again, which will provide us with a massive influx of tier 2 belts. Oh well, you can't win every time, can you? There we go. There's also the fact you can't actually tell how many belts you've got. You've got to try and keep track of how many you're spending as you upgrade. But generally, it's a process to upgrade all belts. But once you've upgraded all belts to tier 3 and all sorters to tier 3, you never have to do it again. Unless you find one or two that you missed around the place, but you know, that's neither here nor there, is it? Oops, no, I clicked that, so it's gone into downgrade mode. And there we go, lack of item, you see. I ran out, so it's telling me, nope, you're an idiot. And I'll just slap those in for quick upgrading, while I've got another 400 odd to come back out. Ah... It is cascading really, really quickly. Okay. Let's move on then. I mean, I think next step is probably going to be we need to go to space. Yeah, we need to go up to space next. We've not actually looked at this yet on this series. I know I looked briefly at it last time, but here we go. Star map mode. You always start with a temperate planet around a gas giant in your starter system, no matter what the seed is. You always also start with 2 other planets nearby in the system. So sometimes they're further in, sometimes they're further out. And these are a bit more randomized, but they're always going to have some sources of titanium and silicon on them. Other stats will be randomized though, but you're always guaranteed to get some veins of those too. 1 million silicon, 13.5 million titanium, 11 million silicon, 1 million titanium. So that implies one vein of one and a whole boatload of the other in both cases. So I've got a lava world or just a rocky salt lake, whatever that is. Oh well. Lava world it is then. Let's get that indicator so we've got to know where we're going. This is another big difference from last time I played and recorded this. I didn't know you could set that, so I was having to eyeball it. Which was not very efficient. I also took off as soon as I could without actually getting some upgrades to my power core, which is also... Don't do that. The sail is very power hungry. Actually, before I go really quick, let's see. Research. Technologies. There was something that Yosemite Dan mentioned, which is... I think it's here. Yeah, here we go. A better cracking process in the refining facility. Which is... I'm not sure if that's the chemical plant. But it lets me take... it lets me basically crack down that refined oil into hydrogen and energetic graphite. Which is a great way to actually make sure I don't get supply blocked by using... by getting too much refined oil. Thing is, I've never actually done that before, so this will be new to me. I've unlocked the tech, but I've never played around with it. Also, I'm going to need to get some more stuff if I'm going to get up to the next tier of things, which is here. So let's queue those. Kick the factory into high gear before I go. Ooh, we can get the reinforced thruster straight away, sure. And those. Can't get that. Nope. We can get a fractionation facility, whatever that is. Yeah, we're getting past the area where I've gone so far, but yeah, also crystal smelting. But we do have some text to get. Anyway, let us fly.
In sailing mode, you can control the mecha go to different planets or planetary systems by following the arrows in the space navigation. Hold down the shift key to accelerate. Back arrow key to slow down. You can also use the Q, R keys to hold down the right mouse button, dragging to sideward flight.
Yeah, I'd say save energy. I mean, notice my power core dropped so much there. Save some energy as you go. Bye-bye Caster 4. Ideally, just aim your ETA to be like in a minute or two, and accept that as your flight time. You'll have a much easier time, and you won't be stressing out running out of power, because you burnt it all accelerating on your solar sails. Because steering also uses a bunch of power too. But you see, it's just like quick and easy, and off we go. Back in my natural habitat of space. Oh, there we go, there's the X-ray things. Okay, here we go. Caster 1. I'm going to try and insert myself into a tight orbit here. Nope, I accidentally crashed. Never mind. Achievement. Find land on the planet rotating on a horizontal axis. Oh, that's helpful. Thank you. But okay, we've got iron veins, we've got titanium veins, we've got all sorts of stuff. There's the silicon vein, which is good to have. There's titanium veins relatively close by. I think silicon is only in the one vein as well because of... no, wait, no, 500,000? There's another silicon vein around somewhere. Not sure where, though. Ah, well, never mind. I know that silicon is over this way. And that's the main reason we're here, to pick up silicon and titanium. We need these to get our next tech level, but really, we don't need to make the trip too often. We just need to get some extraction and refining facilities going over here. So I'll start setting that up. This wasn't what I intended to show you guys next, but I had to make a very quick trip back to my main base because I didn't bring enough supplies with me, basically. I ran out of conveyor belts to get everything rolling on the other planet, so whoops. Well, it's a great trip. I've prepared 50 wind turbines to provide their local power source, and really it's just the fact I've not plugged it all in yet that's stopping mining operations on that world. Though with the blue belt upgrades starting to go in, production of Mark III belts is slowed to a crawl because not enough metal is getting to my assembly array, which is why I am installing the second level of the iron refining now, rather than just waiting for it. And that is because the green belts could handle 12 items per second, the blue belts can handle 30. So, you know, it's a slight upgrade, and the fact I built this in a bank of 15 means I can just turn it around and off it goes. Quick and easy to slot in. Yes, fly my drones, fly. I still love how effective they get when they get some the order queues upgraded. That went down so fast. And the amount of iron that's going out is also greatly increasing. So much so I actually need to improve the mining belts, it looks like. Oh well, I'll look at that and then back to space, because I want to get silicon and titanium this episode. Okay, so I think this is going to be the final part of this particular video, but I'm going to show you what we've got here. We have got 3 titanium deposits being tapped down here, belts running all the way back up to here. This is why I like tier 3 belts. They are perfectly usable as well, short to mid distance transport, because they are really fast and really cheap comparatively compared to like getting a proper network. And they also don't use power, which using planetary networks actually does require to power the shuttles. So, you know, there are some benefits to them. I've got the silicon deposit tapped here. I've got this little coal deposit tapped here to provide some local refueling options. And as you can see, I've just got rows of things set up here to get all the refining done on site for now. Now, that said, I've been saying this is temporary. It might actually work out to be permanent. And then there's arguments for and against this, as I just start to install my power grid. Let's do it up there. Okay, so why do I say for and against? Well, for is, if it's refined here, then I don't have to do it elsewhere. That is, of course, the big thing. But the other thing is that refining silicon and titanium, in particular, requires 2 ore per bar. So if I'd ship the refined bars around rather than the actual raw ore, then, you know, I'm actually saving on shipping by cutting the amount I need to ship in half. But the flip side is, of course, that means then if I go for shipping ore around, I'm having to run more shuttles, but the whole point of a Dyson sphere is power, so that depends on how your power grid is and how well you can keep your actual shuttles rolling. Okay, that's my full 50. Okay, cool. Let's see how that's doing. That is almost meeting all requirements. It's running at like 90%, but it's already belting along, as you can see, so that's good. Some of this stuff will idle as things back up, so yeah, maybe slot a few more in, but this thing is working quite nicely. Yes. More importantly, though, is giving the stuff we want, which is the delicious silicon. And apparently I misconfigured these. You're not meant to be doing silicon, you're meant to be doing titanium, buddy. Titanium, thank you. There we go. Look at that, I've already produced like 3 stacks of silicon. And yeah, we're going to have to visit this place like maybe a couple of times to get a shipment of these, to get the raw materials needed to get the next tier of science packs, and then we'll unlock interplanetary shipping, and we shouldn't need to make those supply runs anymore. We'll just have to set up a supply port over here, and another one over on our main planet to handle shipping things back and forth, and get some interplanetary ships to do it for us. You know, we're almost there. We're almost there in getting a system-wide transportation network option. That's right, come on, load it all up. Jolly good. Actually, it's struggling to get past there, isn't it? I think I need another one. There we go. That'll do it. Yeah, you're not going to get it backed up now. Oh, it's because these guys are actually fully supplied, but these guys aren't. That's why. Ah, well. It'll build up and it'll do its own thing. But yeah, we can use this to make some processor chips, and we can use this to make some crystals and things that we need. But we're not quite there yet. We need to get the yellow ones first. So that's going to be happening next time. The yellow science packs. What do we need for that? What do we need for the yellow ones, which are the structural matrices? We need things and things. Yes, how descriptive. We need these guys, titanium crystals, which are organic crystals, and titanium bars, which we are now building a stash of over here. Organic crystals can be produced from plastic, water, and refined oil. Or we can get an alternate recipe using some wooden plants, but we'd have to harvest those ourselves. So no, that's not suitable for industrialization, not at all. Do those. So that's how we get those crystals. The other one is diamonds, which we can produce from energized graphite. Apparently. Where is that? Casimir crystals? No. To get diamond, we need to do something. I think around here. Oh wait, no, hang on. Crystal smelting. There it is, diamond. Yeah, just graphite into diamond in a smelter, and that'll produce diamonds. Apparently. Sure. Why not? And then we can start doing that. So yeah, apart from the transport link, which we need the next tier of matrices to unlock, we've actually got that good to go. Jolly good. There's also something I do need to look up to while I'm here, which is the X-ray cracking. It says we can't do it in the replicator, but it produces... what do we need to do that? In a refining facility, it says. And it says refining facility for that one as well. So it looks like we need the refinery for it, actually. Do I have one of those on hand? I don't, but I can have one in a second, so have a quick look. Where is it? Refining facility? Oil refinery. I have to put together a few parts that I'm not manufacturing, but this is why I carry some raw materials around the place. And oh my, are you full already? Oh wow. Entire row. I'll take an entire row of that as well. So look at this. Our first shipment of loads and loads and loads of silicon and titanium plating. Good to go. And if we put down the oil refinery, Doc, you can indeed. You do X-ray cracking. So yeah, we'll need a separate row of refineries doing that, just to make sure we don't lock ourselves with refined oil. Though we are starting to use refined oil in large amounts as well, so we need to prioritise that. But hey, that's what the splitters are for. But anyway, until then though, this has been iMark3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I need to go back over here, please. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. And I'll see you all some other time. Over that way, yes. Oops. Near the planets where you're being dragged down by the gravity well is always a fun time. That'll do. But yeah, see you all later. Honestly, I think I'm already way ahead of where I got to in the previous videos. If I recall, previous videos, I barely took off into space.